And today is an interesting day. So, as part of the refresh, I'm reading the book. Let's back up. A big part of the book is a reflection on where I am, how far I've come in the last decade, 10 years, because my husband's liver transplant was 10 years ago this July. And so I've been reading my book so that I have something to reflect on. And there's the stories I tell in interviews and podcasts and on stage, and those tend to be, there's certain stories that come to my mind all the time. There's other stories that do not. And I think it's a defense mechanism of sorts just to protect my heart. And today I am reading about my husband's transplant, the day he went into surgery. I will read you a part. He gave me his wedding band, and I slipped it onto my thumb, turning my face to hide any inkling of fear. I'm a free man! He laughed and laughed, always teasing, always joking. I couldn't help but laugh with him. Jerry makes me laugh every single day. Then it was time to go. The team came to get him. As they released the brake and rolled him out of the cube, Jerry handed me his glasses. I slipped them into a sock and put them gingerly in the clear hospital bag marked personal belongings. It got tucked into the back of the gurney so he would have them as soon as he woke up. You know, in case he wanted to read a novel or something post-surgery. The gurney pulled away and my eyes swelled, but I smiled and told my jokester to behave. I love you. We shared a kiss. I love you too. I kissed him again on the forehead and told myself it wasn't the last time I'd hear his voice. Jerry, already mildly sedated, squeezed my hand and told me he was going to be fine. The medical team patiently pulled the gurney away from me and forced a smile. I'm not done with him yet, I said. There was a collective snicker. The moment he was out of sight, I was overcome with hysterical blindness. I stood in the aisle, frozen. 1001, 1002. I shuffled my feet in a full circle, once, twice. I couldn't remember which way I came in, and I didn't know how to get out. I was lost in a maze. But instead of a cornfield, the twists and turns were lined with patterned cloth that separates patients and gives the illusion of privacy. Someone in scrubs found me. Can I help you, ma'am? How long had I been spinning? 30 seconds, 20 minutes? I don't know how to get out, I whispered. Or maybe I yelled. I couldn't tell because my senses were distorted. I tried to focus my eyes on anything, but everything was moving, vibrating. I felt the warmth of a hand on my shoulder blade, guiding me. Right this way, through those double doors. They'll show you to the waiting room. So this is why it takes me 15 days to do my reflective writing, because there's so much emotion that I put into this book. And it's still so real for me. 10 years later, look at this, 10 years later, that I get to process this and write the milestone, miracle reflection of where I am after I finish this part. So that's where we are on day 15. I did send pages to my editor, Kim. And Kim, like, I only remember the first sentence. She's like, I read it, I'm hooked. And so I was like, thank Because, you put your heart into these things, and all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, other people are going to see it, they're going to read it. And today's newsletter, I still have to record the audio version for y'all. I started to say that my writing is so vulnerable, but every author's writing is so vulnerable. And I don't think it matters what the genre is. Like, if you're writing fiction, funny, romance, like horror, anything, like you're putting all of this feeling into words on the page, and it's your imagination and your creativity, and all of that is vulnerable and beautiful. So anytime we hit send, even on my newsletters, like I love it when people respond to my newsletters and comment that, today somebody wrote to me and said, thank you for putting into words what we're feeling too. So, and that's what I hope that this whole book does, is lets everybody know they're not alone, and puts into words something you might be feeling. Maybe it puts into words the exact opposite of what you're feeling, but it still connects you to yourself. So that's day 15. It's a beautiful day. There's a breeze. Thank goodness. So I'm going to enjoy that a little more before I dive back in to my reflective reading. And typos. I found a missing period. Have an amazing day.